Onto this now. The EFF has thrown its weight behind Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane and has even offered legal assistance. She's come under fire after her report found that outgoing Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan acted improperly. This was for approving former Sars Deputy Commissioner Ivan Pillay's early retirement. Now, Mkhwebane has recommended that the President Cyril Ramaphosa take action against Gordhan for violating the Constitution. A number of groups have come out in support of Gordhan. In response, Gordhan has approached the courts to ask for a judicial review of that particular report. Well, EFF leader Julius Malema joins us live to discuss his party's position on this matter. And Mr. Malema, your position on the party is very clear, that the Public Protector has done nothing wrong. Why are you so fervently in support of this particular report?
We're in support of the Constitution. A Chapter 9 institution has released the report. In defense of the Constitution, we're defending the Chapter 9 institution. And anyone who's offended by this report must take it on review. You can't call for the removal of a public protector because you are not happy with the findings of the public protector's office. So take it on review. There are many judges who have made wrong judgments, including Nicholson on Zuma, which led to firing of Mbeki. That decision was overturned by the Supreme Court of Appeal. Why didn't people say, since the Supreme Court of Appeal has overturned and had harsh words to say about Nicholson, Nicholson must be fired? They couldn't say so because for every judgment of the lower court, there is a recourse. For every remedial action by the public protector, there is a recourse. So let people take it on review.
Mr. Malema, not long ago, you came out and said you regretted supporting this incumbent in the Public Protector's office. That was in January of 2017. In fact, let's just go back to your words, exactly what you said at the time. Let's have a look at Mr. Malema on Busisiwe Mkhwebane.
But I said, why deny an African child an opportunity? She has proved herself through an interview. Let's give her benefit of doubt. Yo. We didn't know what we're doing. Now we regret that thing. We regret it. South Africa, we regret supporting this comrade. She's going to collapse that office.
Do you regret now?
Yeah, we regret appointing.
Or do you know what you're doing now?
No, we regret we're appointing her as a public protector.
Why?
But she is a public protector. She is a public protector. We are already sending issues to her.
What was the basis?
It doesn't matter what the EFF said at the time. She's an incumbent, and there's nothing we can do about it.
I want to take you back. I want to take you back on why those comments came. What was the basis on why you regretted your decision to support her at the time?
No, we were worried about how she has been conducting herself, particularly when she started as the public protector. In most cases, we found her not very clear in terms of what are the responsibilities of that office. And we said these matters will be raised with her through the committee in Parliament. We never said she must be recalled as the EFF position. We said, yes, mistakes were made.
Yes.
However, we are going to challenge her to respect first that office she occupies.
A second report.
And there's nothing we can do about it, Goli. It doesn't matter whether I like her or not. She's a public protector.
Another court judgment has come, and it has found her report on Fredder Dairy Farm project to have been unconstitutional. Do you still maintain that she knows what she is doing? Because the first court said that she had overreached her powers, had shown poor understanding of the law.
Yes.
Why are you so confident that she knows what she's doing now?
No, she's a public protector. For instance, you took her to court they took her to court on Reserve Bank. Those remarks were made. Why? Because her reports are reviewable. You can take them on review. This matter of the dairy farm was taken on review. This matter of Pravin, let it follow the same procedure. It doesn't matter how many times the courts rule against her. She's an incumbent. She must be protected. Otherwise, we're going to run a risk of public protectors being fired if they rule according to how we don't like as complainant or as political parties.
All right, let's go straight then to the report, the current report, and the one that is being challenged by outgoing Minister Pravin Gordhan. Let's listen to Mr. Gordhan's lawyer and what he says is at issue here.
Let's not forget what this is about. Minister exercised what is a legislative discretion granted to him in terms of the Public Service Act. So it's done not by him but by many other ministers. At every other occasion, there are thousands of these applications. They come through. He takes great caution at arriving at the decision, consults widely, and eventually comes to that decision. So when we measure his decision today, and when, as the public protector did, we must measure it on fact and law. What is the fact? Fact of the matter is Mr. Pillay was 56, so he was entitled to retire. And matter of fact is the debate became, does he retire with a penalty or not a penalty? And matter of law, and I mean I'm putting it as easily as it is, complex as the matter might be, but easily put, as a matter of law, a minister then gets asked, do you allow him between 55 and 60 to retire with full pension benefits or not? And then a number of considerations that relate to that, which minister consulted widely. In fact, if you look at our letter, it's consulted no less than 6 people over 3 months, to come to a decision. And we say she's got it wrong as a matter of fact and law.
Mr. Malachi there basically saying that this matter is going to be dealt with through the courts. Are you willing to give that a chance as opposed to pronouncing that Mr. Gordhan should not be appointed into cabinet? Are you at least going to allow for court processes to unfold?
No, that question doesn't arise. Once the public protector is pronounced on remedial actions, they are effective until set aside by the court of law. Even if you launch a review application, is equal to nothing until the court of law has set aside those remedial actions. So why should I give a certain process chance instead of giving that which exists chance now? What exists now is remedial actions of the public protector. If they are clean the way they are saying, why can't they follow Didi Mabuza's example? Why are you in a rush? Do you think that there will never be a cabinet in South Africa if it doesn't include Pravin Gordhan? There are men and women in this country who are capable of doing the work of cabinet the same way Pravin will do it. Pravin must step aside. Pravin must decline the offer if the president makes the offer. Allow himself a chance to go and clear his name. There is a ruling by a Chapter 9 institution. Those things that they are saying there in the show, they must go and tell the court. We're not interested in those things.
All right.
They must go and tell the court about complex law issues. What we're interested in now is that there is a binding remedial action by the public protector, and me and you should speak in defense of that institution. Otherwise, we are kissing this constitution goodbye.
Part of what is being argued by Mr. Gordhan's legal team is the timing of the release of this report, because the claim by the lawyer is that 2 days after receiving certain information, the public protector rushes to release this information.
They sound exactly like Zuma people. That former secretary of PAC attacked the public protector Tulima Donzela when she released the report about timing. That why is she releasing a report 2 days before elections? We see another Zuma. The same conduct of Zuma, timing for what? There is no timing for anything. Anytime the public protector is ready to release the report, she releases the report. Are we saying public protector exercised the powers she did not have? That the question is no. So for as long as she's exercising the powers she has, let's respect those powers. Pravin, when he wins the review application, he can still be appointed a minister at any time. He must not be in a hurry. He must not even do an agent application. Agent application for what? There's no loss of life here when Pravin is not being appointed a minister. Let him make an agent application. Let's see the courts giving Pravin an agent, a hearing agent application of Pravin, so that we know that it looks like these courts also are part of a Tumamina faction. There's nothing agent here. There's nothing special about Pravin. Let him review like the rest of us through a normal court process.
All right, Mr. Malema, will probably let court processes unfold, therefore, in regard to this case.
But the public protector remedial action stand and must be respected. The process is something else. This is not a process. It's a final binding decision of the public protector, the ENCA, all the media houses. Respect the powers of the public protector, protect our constitution, do not destroy it because your favorite is found wanting.
Well, let's move on to this particular subject,
Yes.
Mr. Malema. Just yesterday, a story published by the Daily Maverick claims that the EFF's 4th birthday party, which was held in Durban at a place called Eyadini Lounge, was paid for by VBS looted money. What's your response to that?
But it's not a new question. She asked that question first press conference about monies that went into Eyadini and paid and all of that. We told her we're not part of that. So I'm not going to be entertaining recycled stories of
Was there a
VBS
party
by
of the EFF at Eyadini?
Yes.
There was.
It was not a secret. It was a party before, a night before of the rally. We held a party there, hosting the guests which were attending the rally. It was not paid for by VBS.
It was paid for by?
We paid for it. We pay for our rallies.
As a party?
Yes, we pay for our rallies. So I'm not going to entertain this thing that every time Pravin is in a hot water and the EFF takes a stand, Pauli goes to a dustbin to dig the old story. Where's VBS? And I don't have time for that. She must go and be buried in that dustbin where she digs the recycled story of VBS. There's nothing new. Okay. You can tell us about Eyadini, you can tell us about Mahuna, right. You can tell us about Sgamega. All of that we've answered. And if there is any wrongdoing, police station, the doors are open every time. The flag is always flying there if you're looking for direction.
Yes.
So go to police station.
Here's a simple question, therefore. In April this year, you committed that you were going to give journalists access to financial records of your party.
Yes.
Is that still in the offing?
It's standing. If it changes,
when are you going to allow it?
Anytime.
But these guys, Paul van Wyk and the Scorpions the Scorpions investigative arm of Daily Maverick, they've requested, and you said to them, no, come after the elections of May 8.
Yes.
After May 8, they came back. They were simply ignored.
No, I don't think you're referring to Julius, because they never came to me. So for sure they've spoken to Treasurer General's office. The Treasurer General's office made arrangements with them to come after the 8, and we just finished the 8, Papa. Even cabinet is not appointed. What is the hurry? We just finished the 8. We're all getting our houses in order. So I will go back to the EFF office to check, the Treasurer's office, what went wrong with this issue. It's not like a month or the year has finished. But when you are in a witch hunt, you see an hour to be equal to a year.
Yes.
Because you are on a witch hunt. We're not going to be chased by Afrikaner journalists here who want to rubbish the EFF because the EFF doesn't agree with Pravin. The VBS story in the EFF is buried. It doesn't matter how many times they can recycle it.
All right, final
question.
It
will never shake the EFF.
Final question to you. We are out of time.
Yeah.
All these claims that have been made against the EFF, in particular relating to VBS, surely it worries you that this kind of thing stays in the air or stays in the public arena. Surely you want to clear your party's name. Are you willing to go to court to make sure that what Daily Maverick has been publicizing, your name is cleared there? Is that what you're willing to do? Because they claim that their evidence is irrefutable and it will actually stand up in court.
My brother, I'm faced with a crocodile here. I can't be concerned with lizards. I'm paying attention on the crocodile here. And this irritation by lizards which seeks to defocus the EFF, I'm not going to entertain them.
So you won't go to court to clear your party's name?
My party's name is not tainted. Look at the results. They tried it. The aim of that story was to destroy the EFF. The EFF is standing more stronger and more powerful than it was before. So why clear a name which is not tainted? We're not tainted. People can see this story for what it is. And therefore, we're not worried. We're not going to be entertaining lizards.
All right.
We're busy with a crocodile here called Pravin. We've got it by the tail. That's what we're dealing with. Please, we're paying attention.
Access to financial statements?
It's open, especially when you are a journalist. Come, we'll show you.
All right. Well, there is that commitment. That's the leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema.